Yes, I'm Konstantin, 28 years old, and I'm from Germany, from the east part of Germany, close to Leipzig, from a smaller town called Jena. Yeah. So I'm cycling from East Germany all the way to India, South India. So along the way, last couple of weeks, I've passed the Czech Republic and Slovakia and Hungary and Croatia. And now I'm in Bosnia-Herzegovina for the first time in my life. It's been very beautiful so far. And yeah, I've been cycling for 5 weeks now, and I think there are 9 or 10 more months to come. So first of all, I always wanted to cycle the world on a bicycle. That has always been my dream ever since I studied geography in university. But I've already been living in an ashram in India, in a yoga center, for 1.5 years. And there, this yogi, this particular yogi who this ashram belonged to, he started this campaign. It's called Save Soil. It's a global campaign. We have over 11 million volunteers worldwide in more than 4,000 centers. So I thought the best way to support this movement is for me to cycle around the world, and this trip that I wanted to do anyway, to connect it with this global movement and to just go from school to school along my route and talk to students, but also talk to all the people, journalists, as many as I can get to about this soil issue that we have. Because 50% of the world's soil is already degraded. That's what the United Nations scientists say. And they say in 25 years from now on, it could be 90% of soil that is degraded on the planet. So that is not a scenario that anybody of us wants to live in. They say also food production might fall by like 40% at that time. And soil really is the most, the number one factor for all the ecological problems that we have. So the Save Soil movement is a global movement. So we're not really advocating on one solution, because solutions are different for every country. You have to take into account the economical status of the country, the ecological status, the status of the soil. So for every country it is slightly different. But one thing we can definitely do, and what is most needed, I would say, is see, when I talk to students around the world, what is soil? I always make it simplistic and I say, what is soil? See, if you take sand and you add organic content to it, it becomes soil. If you take away all the organic content from the soil, it becomes sand. So, but right now the agricultural lands that we have, they're so depleted of organic matter, because in the last years we just thought, okay, let us chop down all the trees and just put fertilizers in the ground. It might work for some time, but right now we're at a point it's not working anymore. So what we definitely need, and what can be very easily pushed for on the policy level, is that we need a 3 to 6% minimum of organic content in the soil for it to even be defined as soil. If this organic content is there, then all the microbes and the life in the soil, it will have enough organic content to nourish the plants. It's not all about fertilizers and you know, all these micronutrients. We need organic matter in the soil, and this can be very easily achieved on a policy level if government pushes for it. I've seen a lot of mining and iron ore here in Bosnia-Herzegovina, so I mean this is one resource that you have. But I would say that the true strength of this country is the soil that you have, because I've heard that only, I think, less than 20% of the soil in Bosnia-Herzegovina is actually arable. It's useful for agricultural practices, so that's not a very big amount. And so a lot of this land in Bosnia, it's heavily dependent on agriculture, and this is the true richness that you have in this country, that you need strong and healthy soil. But yeah, it's not only about your iron ore, and you have a lot of precious resources, but I'll tell you the soil is the most precious resource that you have in this country. Yes, so next I'll be going down to, after Sarajevo, I'll be going down via Mostar to Dubrovnik, Croatia. And then I'll cycle along the sea to Montenegro and Albania. Albania is also one country that I'm very looking forward to see. And after that I'll be cycling through Greece. And then either I'm gonna cycle down to Athens, or I'm gonna cycle via Thessaloniki to Istanbul, and then through Turkey, through Iran, through Pakistan, and through India. See, from my experience, I mean, I haven't been to any of these countries before, but from my experience, wherever you go, people are so friendly and so nice. Especially if you go to the countryside, you meet a lot of very, very nice and very friendly people. They invite you to their home, invite you for a meal. It has happened before, even in Bosnia-Herzegovina. I'm only being here since 4 days now, but I got invited at home 2 times, and people talk to me many times, many cyclists on the road. So even in Iran and Pakistan, I have no doubts I'll find a lot of very, very friendly people there. The number one thing that needs to happen right now, and that I am trying to say to people and I'm trying to achieve, is that we cannot talk about any ecological problem on this world without talking about the soil problem first. Climate change, water scarcity, all the problems that we have, they're just an outcome of the soil problem. So we all live from soil, we came from soil, and one day we're going to go back into soil. Either we realize it now or we realize it when we're buried, but I'd say it's better we realize it now. So everybody can go on the website safesoil.org, check it out what we're trying to do. There are a lot of people, even here in Bosnia-Herzegovina, there are a lot of volunteers supporting this wonderful movement. So I'm asking everybody for support. Just look at the website and see what you can do. Anybody can support for this. I'm very sure about this. Thank you very much.